My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the Internal Revenue Service. Today I'm going to be speaking about Optima tax relief and the reviews that they get, and I'm just going to make a couple comments to you. I'm a former IRS agent. I worked at IRS for 10 years. I've been private practice for 40 years. 40 years I've been doing this. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I have a whole team of former IRS agents. You can see me on the national news at Fox twice, ABC, the Briefing Room, the Washington Bureau. I was the first to comment on the Trump's tax returns audit. Newsmax, News Nation, NTD, NBC, CBS. I've been on all the major stations. You can see my interviews and me in a tie and my team, which is more important to me, at 777irs.com. I do these videos so you don't get ripped off. Number two, you understand the truth of the situation. I give you insider information when I can. And more importantly, I want you to make an educational decision on what you need to do. And today, I talk about a subject that I really feel mixed about, really mixed, and it's about another company. It's Optima Tax, and it's not just Optima. There's a bunch of other companies that are big companies. You always see them on TV. They're always advertising, and there's a lot of false advertisement that goes out from them. Some of it has a kernel of truth, but there's a lot of false advertising about you can settle for pennies on a dollar. Well, it is possible you can. You've got to qualify for the program, and a lot of these ads don't make it seem like you qualify, that you could just settle for pennies on a dollar. IRS accepted about 14,000, 15,000 offers in compromise last year. There were about 65,000 filed, something like that. The numbers change every year, but the most calls I get, complaints, is about Optima Tax, and you need to know why. I think last year I had 260 complaints. 260 complaints. They're a big company. They go ahead and they respond to every complaint. But if you use a company that has that many complaints in a year, it's on you if something happens. And this phone of mine gets a bunch of calls more about Optima than anybody else. Now listen, I'm in competition with them. I want to put that out publicly. I don't want to make any disclaimer that I don't. There's other companies like Anthem, Tax Tiger, and other companies that are out there. You will see them. They do advertising all over. They probably spend between $200,000 and $250,000 a month on advertising, and they use aggressive salesmen. You're going to see there's a bit of sleaziness in how they talk to you. And what you're going to realize is you're never talking to a tax professional. You have somebody analyzing what can happen to your case, how much they're going to charge, and you've never had a professional look at your case. The only people that can represent you in front of Internal Revenue Service is an attorney, a CPA, and enrolled agent. So why are you speaking to anybody else? They can't tell you what to do. They're not even associates. The first line people are all salespeople. They ask you a bunch of questions. They try to at least come up with something that sounds like it's good, but they're reading from scripts. They're experienced people to get in your back pocket. If I got 250 reviews a year, bad, negative complaints, I'd want to shut my business down. But Optima just keeps plugging away. Now, let me tell you this. They do close cases. They do. There's no question, in fact, that they do. But the problem is, you're probably going to pay 2 to 3 times as much. They don't charge the normal industry rate. The back end office doesn't really know exactly what's going on to the end. And I say hi to my dog, Sammy. She's going to want to go out. She always does this toward the end of my videos. But anyway, at the end of the day, you don't know who you're speaking with. You just don't. And the cases at the back end will get transferred to people, to person to person, like any other big company. All I'm telling you is this. Use caution with who you hire. Are complaints a big indicator? Well, hell yes. If their complaints aren't a big indicator, who will you check? You have to do due diligence, don't you? You have to. Just be careful with the big companies. How do you know what a big company ads is? Who do you think's paying for the ads? You're paying for the ads. Who do you think is paying for the marketing? You're paying for the marketing. Someone's got to get paid. The salespeople get paid. What you have to do is know who you're talking to. If you use one of the big companies, there's no way. I don't see how you can get the same result. I just don't. Let me tell you, the people who generally work at these companies are people learning their trade in the industry, generally. If you're really good, you're going to go out on your own because you're really good and people know you're good and they're going to give you work. Is that correct? So all I'm saying is be careful. Would I use Optima? I wouldn't use Optima for me personally in a million years. I've just seen too many complaints. I think in 3 years they've had close to 1,000 complaints. So, but like I said, it is not Optima. Yes, I am definitively in competition with them. There's a difference. I've never got a complaint filed against me in 40 years. That black cat, by the way, that black cat is really good luck for you. Call me for a free consultation. Please go ahead and give me a subscription. At least you'll learn the truth. I've been doing this for 50 years. Ain't no one knows more about tax resolution than this kid here. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it, and I love the subscription.